Hey everyone, so my name's Dim. I started investing when I was 25. I'm 28 now. I'm 4 properties in, looking to get my fifth. So basically, at 25, 2 years into the workforce, I left work and I went overseas. I knew this is what I wanted to do with my life. I wanted to be building orphanages, or I wanted to be doing some kind of charity work. I did not want to be working 9 to 5. For me personally, I felt it was a waste. So I was 25 and I said, all right, by 35, I want to be financially free. Those are basically my reasons for getting into property investment. And my goal at the time was I wanted $4,000 per month in passive income through property, because I was earning $3,500 per month at the time. As time went on, I set my new goal from I wanted $10,000 a month in passive income to $50,000 a month in passive income. Just because I think if you shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you end up among the stars. So you just got to have a goal. I want that goal to be accomplished by the time I'm 35. So I'm 28 now. At 25, when I first met Nathan, I bought a property. And then I'm just being honest, I investigated stocks and I tried I made my own business. I tried a whole bunch of different avenues as to how I could get to my goal of, at the time, $10,000 per month in passive income. And after a 2-year hiatus trying different things, I actually came back to property going, you know what, this is the best one out of all of them. And so here I am again, and this year I bought 3 properties. I plan to buy at least 1 more this year. And my goal is I want to buy 4 properties per year going forward. So by the time I'm 35, I should have a passive income stream of around $10,000 per month. So look, I think that our society and the way that we've been raised, we have this skew towards money being bad, or people with money being bad or greedy or bastards or whatever. And the way I see it is, if you earn more than 50,000 Australian dollars a year, you're in the top 2% of the world's richest. Or either the top 2% or the top 1%. I don't know, you guys can look it up. But if you earn more than 50,000 Australian, you're in the top 2%. So basically, we're already rich, man. We're already the evil people that you think that the other rich people are. To 98% of the world, we are the rich people. So it's really about what you want to bring to the situation, as opposed to what society is supposed to tell you about money, etc. Now, in terms of people who are getting held back because they're oh no, I don't want to be greedy, or I don't want to be this or that, I would really think about it in terms of what's your best case scenario? For me, I really genuinely do think about my parents. I want my parents to have the best retirement. They raised me, they're still raising me, and so I just want them to they've been through a lot of struggle. My parents are from Sri Lanka. They grew up in a village, and we were living in the poorest places, and I'm the investment that they made. They traded off so much stuff so they could have me and my sister. And so I want to make sure that now that their investment's going to pay off, and I'm going to make sure that my mom wants to have her own orphanage too, and I want to make sure that she has that. So I want to make sure my parents have a golden retirement. My friends are always looked after, so it's really what are we going to do with the time we've got and the opportunities that we've got? And I really think that if we're the top 2% of the richest people, we should use that to help anyone who actually wants help, who might be underprivileged. So I don't really think that's greedy. And if you can get a sports car along the way and enjoy your life and be a good person, is that really that bad? So in terms of how I got involved with B.Invested, a friend of mine from work actually told me that there was this young guy called Nathan Birch, who was into property investment as a way to get into to financial freedom. And very honestly, truth be told, when I first heard about property, I heard that it was going to take about 6 months to learn about what there is to know about property. That's how long the journey was going to take. I met Nathan at the very beginning of that 6 months, and I went to his website, and I didn't want to pay a buyer's agent fee. And that's the honest truth. I was I don't want to pay a buyer's agent fee. So I spent 6 months trying all these other different property companies, or trying to make my own deals. And I went into 3 different deals at separate times during the 6 months. and all 3 times like I pulled out my deposit and I cancelled the deal, just because like gut feel was a big part of it. Yeah, things just weren't adding up. It just didn't feel right, and I didn't want to make a rush decision. At the end of that 6 months journey, I revisited Nathan's website and I realized that the strategy that he has, I reckon it's the best one, because there's so many different ways you can do it, and I reckon the strategy that Nathan has is the best one, because it's sustainable. It's not, it considers all the market conditions, and it's a way to slowly get there through the market conditions, and it makes a lot of sense. And that's how I actually started with Nathan. I said, Nathan, this is how much money I have, this is what I want to try and do. And Nathan, yeah, he helped me. He basically identified a property for me. It was 220 grand, worth around 300,000, rented at 300 per week. And we, he helped me put the deal together, negotiate the price down actually, and then purchased the property, and within 6 months we had pulled out $60,000. So I basically made 100% return on investment in that first deal, and it was very in line with what his actual strategy said. So the actual deal he presented me with was actually what the strategy says it was on the website. So that's how I got involved with Nathan.